All right. Third time's a charm.
Take three.
I don't think we even
We did that
technically got
last
to
week
two.
too. We definitely got to 2.
We
So I
got
hit
to
the
3
button.
last week, yeah.
Sorry.
Hello. Welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 129. I'm drive through. I'm here. Cody's here. Ben's here. Slap's here. Caleb's here. We got the whole crew, basically.
Unfortunately.
And it did take us 3 tries to start the recording again.
It's all Slap's fault. It's
It
always
is
Slap's
awesome.
fault.
Literally, the
It's
only rule
always
is don't
drive-thru's
swear in
fault.
the
I was
first
here on
7
time, and
seconds.
drive-through is using up podcast material to try to vetch about.
Because I'm
somebody's
sitting here
paint
waiting
scheme.
for people to freaking shower and then show up. It's after 10 p.m.
We were all here. We've all been here and ready for like a solid 20 minutes, and DT's just been scrolling on Twitter. So
Just
We got
flicking
Cody's
his
audio
bean,
set
just
up
wasting
10
time.
seconds ago. I'm gonna flick your bean.
You told me
alright.
to increase my audio 20 seconds ago. Bitch.
That is true.
Yeah, it's because everyone else finally turned their cameras on. All right,
Drive through needs to kill himself.
it's everyone else's fault, not mine. First piece of news. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You animals.
Now an ASMR stream.
All right, are we done?
Welcome
Now
to
that
Shrimp
everyone's
Hours.
clicked off of this podcast. All right, first piece of news this week. Shut up. The Red Rocket has landed. Ryan Williams has received his Red Rocket Nut of the Year award, and is very happy about it. Dude, this thing looks incredible. Just in the shop where they're building actual race cars, and then there's just a fucking shrimp. It's so
I do love that he
like
took the picture in front of like the
phallic, too.
bay window.
I saw it in
based.
person, and it's just as great as it is in picture.
Dude,
Someone
we
did
just
ask him to
out
show
Ben
Dale,
first?
so I hope it all happened.
we need to have a discussion off the bat. And Slap is smiling because he knows exactly what this is referring to.
Uh-oh.
But he quote tweeted it.
Oh, okay.
And like
yeah.
the first comment
yeah.
was just like, what does it say? I don't even want to paraphrase
Slap
it.
quote tweeted and said, "Incredible things are happening on the Shrimp Hours podcast," and I think got one reply,
Yeah.
which was, "Bet this thing feels crazy when it's all the way in."
Oh my god.
Give that thing a like.
That's the exact thing I would expect
God.
from Slap's audience on Twitter.
We need to. Hold on. I'm gonna go on the Shrimp Hub account and retweet that.
God.
I want to give a little shout out to Ryan Williams because I sent a tweet and then was advised by my lawyer to delete it. But
Who told you to delete that?
did you see it?
Yeah. Was it him?
Huh? No.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't actually advised by anyone. I was just thinking about it, and I
You
was
just
like,
thought
maybe it's a
about
little.
saying that maybe you shouldn't tell him you're going to ship him a die cast in a jar in response
yeah,
to the
no,
Nut of the Year.
Oh, you
Yeah,
deleted that?
Yeah, no, I told him if he wins it this year that we'll send him a 124 in a jar, and he gave it a thumbs up before I stole the year. Like he liked it. Like, I was like, fuck yeah. So
Jesus.
Dude, I knew he'd love just a fucking shrimp trophy. That's hilarious.
next year he's getting a fucking 124 and an empty jar sent to him. So you know
Only
where
if
to
he
start.
wins.
Geico comes
Sure.
pre wrapped in the jar.
Don't finish that word, whatever you're
Dude.
trying to say.
Do they sell Geico plushies? I might have to find one.
No.
Oh, dude, they have stuffed geckos.
No. He's gonna do what he did to Bookers. It's no
Oh,
one to
that would
say.
have been a
Put a-
good
Put a link
shrimp
in
miss
general
gift.
so DT can share it.
Here,
Share it with the
DT,
class.
Here.
Gecko
Gecko lizard.
Wow. Geico
Whoa.
Gecko
Gecker.
lizard plush. Sorry, I struggled on that one. There's a lot of syllables. Oh
Dude,
my
look at
god.
him.
No. That is jarable.
No, not this guy.
Look at his
You're
eyes.
doing
He's
wrong.
all
going
wide.
to Jar World.
Oh, they got ones with shirts too.
We can cut holes in him.
Why is it dripping
Jesus.
white? Oh no, they know their
Hey,
audience.
Oh, dude,
50%
you know what
off.
we want? They know what we want. Go back to that other picture.
Is this the same Is this the same thing that manufactures those?
No, the
gang
bottom one.
Shut it off. Jesus Christ. We're 5 minutes into this show and we've already made.
Yeah, you know it's a bad podcast. You know,
Gussy.
we're not even 10 minutes in, and we're already talking about fucking Gecko plushies.
I didn't want to scroll down on my eBay on this stream because it's all a certain type of shirt that I bought for Ben. Speaking of which,
this one was handmade.
I guess you're wearing it. Hell yeah. Since the last podcast, we opened our Christmas gifts, and one of them was, well, Ben's eating one and wearing the other of the things I got for him.
This is
the other one is not for public view.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? I don't know where my gift went, but I got it was a 2002 NASCAR Busch Series Marketing Summit PowerPoint.
Yeah,
such a fucking such a Blake gift.
Yeah,
just
I was about to say that is the
weirdest thing on eBay. I just knew it immediately when you opened that. It was just like a PowerPoint from 2002 about the Busch Series. All right, let's go into the actual news. First of all, I don't think anyone cares, but did we talk about Mike Wallace running the MBM car last week?
Yes. Hey, who gives a fuck?
Toaster Strudel guy? Okay. Four-time Indy 500 winner Helio Castroneves is going to run in the Trackhouse 91 at Daytona.
That's based.
So they're finally bringing the 91 car to like a cool track, so it's based. And it means that Trackhouse's lineup is going to consist of one American, one Mexican, one New Zealander, and a Brazilian, which is kind of sick. I don't know if any team has ever run 4 different nationalities.
No, they had a statistic that's the first time that's ever happened.
Makes sense.
Crazy.
The base, shout out to Trackhouse, showing NASCAR to the world.
Dude, when was the last time we had 4 different nationalities in a race? Period. Like, much less by the same team.
Probably some random road course where like Daniel Kvyat showed up, if I had to guess. And then the other piece of news about Daytona 500 open cars is that this Truex and Cole Pern deal is supposedly going to be a Tricon car, which is very interesting.
Well, not a Tricon. It's a Joe Gibbs car that they're just like, this is
they're
made
just calling
by
Tricon.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that makes sense because you're not allowed to have more than 4 cars. But yeah, we'll see, I guess.
I think it is fucked up that they're bringing back the boys. Like, they got Cole Pern on the box, Martin Truex Jr. behind the wheel, and it's just for a piece of shit plate race where they're going to get junked in the last like 20 laps.
That's true. They should be doing the Coke 600 if they like.
Is Truex historically like not great at plate tracks, other than like the DEI stuff?
I was about to say,
has he ever won in a Cup Series or plate track?
He finished second at Denny that one time.
Yeah.
This would be a great racingreference.info. Proud sponsor of Shrimp Hours, we wish.
Martin Truex
use
Jr.
code honey for 10% off.
I don't think he's ever won a plate track. His best 500 finish is second.
Nationwide.
Corn dog.
Yeah, okay.
Corn dog!
Yeah, he drove a fucking basically a DEI car in the Busch series, so I'd hope he'd want a plate track. But yeah, he's not done it in the Cup Series. So I don't know if it's a money thing or what, but why are they doing the 500 and not an actual race? Who knows?
Probably because he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I guess
maybe
that's
it's
fair.
like he just wants one last shot to go win the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. He's trying to fucking change his
Tony
statistic.
Stewart couldn't.
Tony Stewart, don't you ever.
I totally forgot to prepare Dripper Drown, so we're just gonna. There's only like 3 cars anyway, so we'll just scroll through my bookmarks because I think I have them, literally all of them here.
I don't know if we want to do that actually.
You definitely don't want to scroll through my book.
It'll take like 2 seconds. All right, first of all, Noah Gregson. Oh yeah, you're right.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
You know what
time it is. It's Drip or Drown. Drip or Drown. Drip or Drown.
I'm actually glad the song is this long, so I can just drop these paint schemes in.
Drip or Drown.
Or eat crisps.
Drip or Drown is.
Oh my god!
We had the same idea.
You guys are animals. I think I have 3 cars for you, and they're all blue. I have 4 cars for you, and they're all blue.
I'm a deal.
Yeah, like the
Shrimp Hive
hit
Mind is-
song.
Too strong this podcast. We're doing the same shit.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
I have a girlfriend, and she is all blue.
Drip or Drown. I might be washed. First
Holy
of all,
fuck.
Noah Gregson is in the 4, and they have revealed a paint scheme. I guess we didn't talk about it, but yeah, they're running the number 4, which is really
Front
funny because this is
we've done
not
this
a
for
Stuart
months.
Haas car. I don't know why do they want 4 so bad. If front row, like, they've historically loved all the 30s, and they were just like,
Or hasn't been available. It's like it's one of their numbers when it was
who
34.
had it before Kevin Harvick? I guess the Kodak car that existed forever.
Even then, it was around as like there was it was like state water heaters.
Yeah, but that's the same team.
Lucas Oil.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to whatever battery this is. We get a cool lightning car. It actually looks kind of sick, but it does just look like a Stuart Haas. Like,
I saw Miller
just one of
Tech
the
and I
random
immediately thought
cars.
like Miller Light, and I was like, wait a second, what?
dude, the blue
Miller
4.
Tech lithium batteries.
It's got lightning on it to make tell you it's not a beer. Another blue
Alright.
car that was announced today. Chase Elliott will be driving a Prime number 9 on 3 of the races that are going to be on Amazon Prime. I think it includes the Coke 600, but it's also Chase Elliott. So
Dude, I feel
it's a
like
Brock Beard car that's not that
Brock
terrible.
Beard.
Did you just say
Wrong
Brock Beard?
You meant Blackbeard. Ben can't speak.
Blackbeard. Look, words are hard, okay?
I was about to say this reminds me of like that SpongeBob graphic where it's like just another Hendrick Motorsport shitter.
They gotta redo. If this 9 had no outlines on it, I feel like it would go really hard. They gotta figure out what they're doing with these outlines over at Hendrick.
What the fuck is the scheme here? It looks like it looks like someone shot a load onto the side of it and it just splooged out everywhere.
Oh my god. That's foul. It's not great,
It
is it?
does look like it got some of the sticky icky going.
It does
It's
just
a
kind of
rear car.
exist.
Yeah, like, and why is the quarter panel just magically
It's
have?
just white.
I don't know if I like what's going on in the back either.
I don't like anything about it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't
Oh, dude.
flow.
Oh, we got no
no.
ethanol ring because they got rid of that for this year.
Yeah, it's gone.
I think that's a good thing.
I think it is too, but not you put pieces of shit like that out on the racetrack.
Dude, that ethanol ring lasted. What was it 2011? They brought that in.
Yeah.
Sure.
That is crazy. That thing made it like that's 3 generations of cars it's been on now.
A little while ago, I learned that NASCAR only stopped using leaded gasoline in 2007.
Yeah,
Damn.
because the
It's
only
'cause
way
you
to
could
increase
get
the
a-
octane was
yeah.
adding lead.
Put
Yeah,
lead in it.
exactly.
That explains why those guys were all fucking insane back then.
Dean Thompson is moving up to a Sam Hunt car, and his paint scheme is
The pipe group.
It exists.
Who cares?
Let me
I
hit
just-
the pipe just once for pipe group.
No.
Well, you
Only
can't hit
can
the pipe in
here.
here.
Yeah, for those reasons. There's something so arca about driving around with your last name on the car. Like, it's just his dad's company or whatever. It must be. I haven't even looked this up, but it's gotta be. To just be like Thompson.
Dean Thompson is like...
Has he done anything? Has he done
I was about to say, he's
thing?
the truck version of Daniel Hemrick, where it's like...
He's just there.
He doesn't win. He runs top 5 sometimes. Like...
Did he?
I feel like he's almost like a catfish, where he runs well enough to make you think he's gonna win, but doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Dean Thompson. And then the final bit, they did a whole render with these Fastenal cars to celebrate their 15th year with them. And I'm realizing, like, first of all, the 2017 car slapped, and these ones, like, dude, even the old, like, the Carl Edwards 60 they got back there, that was sick when it was just the blue and the white. And now I just... I don't know. I'm over the whole, like, slap your logo on the hood a bunch of times. It's just... I thought it was cool when they did it at first, and now it, like, that...
It just looks stupid.
It just looks stupid.
Just remove that, and pull a Kroger and lower that logo a bit more.
Yeah. It is, like... Yeah, see, okay, yeah, you pose a good point. If you're going to use, like, all the prime space that doesn't have the big-ass vents on it, right? Why don't you just put the big logo down here instead of 3 tiny logos in the prime space and then this big one where it's demolished by these vents?
That is another fantastic next-gen car design. It's like the prime spot for sponsor placement. We just fucking put a bunch of vents on there. You can't read shit.
But we had to move the number forward so we can give them more real estate to work with.
If you just avoid the vents, it's fine. Like, that prime car is great. And if you put it underneath, I don't have a bunch of examples, but yeah, like Kroger's been doing, where they just put it under the vents, is great. But this... like, what?
It's bad. Moving on.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. That's Trip or Drown. A sad episode for you.
It's always a sad episode. There's not... Listen... There are like 2 good paint scheme designers in NASCAR right now, and they do work for like a third of the garage.
Series.
Yeah, it's like the cups. I can't remember the last time a cup car that looked good was out there.
Was that him or
Fuck
me?
my internet. Fuck AT&T. No,
yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna kill whoever runs AT&T. I'm gonna go to their house and blow them up.
Well, we've made hints at threats, but that was just straight up, like,
who
unmasked.
is Luigi Mangione onto this podcast?
John T. Stanky. Yeah, your fucking internet is stanky.
Oh my god. We can't name drop them.
Oh, he just did.
It's not his first time.
I'm in your walls.
In Minecraft. Yeah, your internet's been fucking for the past, like, month.
Dude. And supposedly it was recently upgraded too, which I don't think so. I feel like it's been worse ever since they.
When did it get upgraded?
Like 3 weeks ago, and it's been particularly egregious since then.
I think that's when it broke. 3 weeks ago.
How do you upgrade copper if you're on DSL?
Are you on DSL?
I don't think so.
They're literally on,
how do I find that out?
20-year-old phone lines.
No, it's got to be cable. That's what I'm on.
No,
And that's why
if you're
having a bad
AT&T,
time.
then it's DSL. It's either DSL or fiber. And you ain't on fiber.
You might be on DSL. They did that here where yeah, they tried to like stuff more through our DSL lines, and they were like, we're gonna get you more speed, and we were like, hell yeah. And then it was just jankier because they were like, man, the lines are actually just not able to handle that, and it just gets worse the more they try to crank it. Maybe they did that to you. Maybe they tried to crank it and you're just suffering because of it.
They tried to crank your hog.
I think he's already cranked.
Is he here? Did we lose him?
I think he's
No.
Oh my god. Trouble. Dude, Cody's doing better on the hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Caleb, can you go
For
to a
once.
hotel every time you do shrimp hours? They apparently have better
No,
Wi-Fi.
he can go in his Prius outside of McDonald's and steal their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, free McDonald's part 2.
I was saying this last week, but I'm quickly understanding the motivations behind a particular Christmas Day 2020 Nashville happen.
Oh my god.
No.
All right. 2 minutes of
I don't
football.
even get the reference. I don't think I want to.
It's the RV guy who was blasting his manifesto in downtown
yeah.
Nashville.
It's crazy that I feel like no one remembers that, but yeah, Christmas morning there was just a dude that blew up downtown Nashville and just nobody gives a fuck. It's like,
Yeah, I
okay,
didn't even hear of that.
You remember? It was one of those, like, I mean, there's so many of those in the U.S., but it was such like a quick thing where it was just like I just remember some dude in an RV and seeing like security camera footage of him like on a loudspeaker fucking talking shit.
I will say that dude fucking ruined the economy of downtown Nashville for a good bit. There are restaurants down there that I'll never eat at again because that fucker blew up downtown Nashville. But like I said, I understand now with this internet quality.
I realize Guy might have had a point.
2 minutes of football. I didn't watch any
the
because
worst
fantasy's
person
Are
you
over.
know.
we gonna do brackets? Who wants to do
Oh,
brackets?
playoff brackets?
Yeah,
Oh, when do the playoffs start?
this weekend.
Literally
This week.
2 days.
Oh, okay. We should do brackets, I guess. I'll fly by the seat of my
Hold
pants.
on.
Someone find a website for it. We'll make a shrimp channel.
Slap shoes, and Jacob Hits are not allowed to participate yet because I still need my money from NASCAR.
Based.
And you'll never fucking get it.
And you'll
That
never
sounds like you're not
participate
making
in
a
another
bracket.
shrimp bracket.
Also, who won fantasy football?
Fiasco.
Yeah, Los
Carlos.
beat Cody
yeah.
in the final, from what I've heard.
Damn.
I had a really
Cody
good
beat
chance.
me, so it was
and
a
then
grudge match.
and then Jameer Gibbs fucking got like 45.
Oh my god, it was
points.
Jameer Gibbs?
Yes. I had like a 20-point
Fuck.
I had like a 20-point gap on Fiasco with one player left, and the one player left he had was Jameer Gibbs.
Damn.
That's fucked.
Yep.
Well,
Tell
better
me
luck
about
next time when we'll have DT. We'll be kicking
should
people
come up-
out that didn't play.
DT will be an American citizen. Canada will be the 51st state by then.
We should come up with some funny ass fucking penalty. What do they call it? What do they call it? Punishments for like the last place guy. I think it'd be fun to
Broken
leave
wheel
it
for
some
fantasy.
Yeah.
If you if you place worst in the playoff bracket, you got to put recreate one man, one jar.
Whoa.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't look that up. Don't do it.
I'm requesting Slap to be banished from the podcast.
It's all fun and games till you hear the glass break.
Jesus
Jarworld Part 2.
Oh,
Welcome to
no.
Jarworld
There's-
Part 2.
There's the title.
God
Welcome to
damn it.
Jarworld 2.
All right. Anything else about football? No one cares.
I actually have a lot about football.
All right. What do you got? Like
The
a minute
Tennessee
left.
Titans are a dumpster fire organization, and I'm about ready to start burning jerseys out front of the building.
What are you
They,
talking about? I
they-
hadn't heard you sound happier when you heard they got the #1 draft pick and you wanted to come to Lambeau to watch them do it in person.
They fired our GM. They fired him. He was a good GM, and they're like, oh yeah. And now after the fact, they're leaking out rat reports calling him lazy, saying, oh, he slept on the team plane on the way home. It's like
I would
he
hope
hit
so.
on like every draft pick. No, DT, you have to watch film with the team or something. I don't know. This fight now they're shuffled the entire organization around. It's real Game of Thronesy, but our owner is a sycophant. Fucking, I can't say what I want to say. I hate her. She might be next on the list. We're all-time lows here in Tennessee, and then the Falcons are just mediocre and bad.
You're getting like the late 2000s Cleveland Browns experience of just firing a GM, but we're going to keep the head coach. And then next year, we're going to get rid of the head coach, but keep the GM and then go back and forth.
That's part of it. So that's also why I'm so pissed. So this GM, they handpicked over Mike Vrabel less than 1 year ago. Mike Vrabel was like a well-regarded, like he is a good head coach. And they picked this guy over him less than a year ago, and then now are like, oh, actually, he's fired. We don't like him. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you have no idea how to operate a franchise, and you're running us into the ground, and we're going to be doomed forever. So thank you, Amy Adams Strunk. Fucker.
Based. All right, let's go to Animal Planet.
Browns made good.
Fuck your football.
He's talking enough about football. Browns suck. Stadium
After
Mortgage
season's over, Christian Watson got injured again.
Why are the Packers out?
No,
Might
they're
as well
playing
be.
Play the Eagles.
They might as well be, though. They're playing an
Is Hurts
actual
coming
good
back?
team.
Yeah,
Oh, that is a good question.
Hurts should be back.
All right.
He's had that concussion, but real fast before we move
That's
on, I
never
just want to
stopped
say
anybody in
it's-
football before.
Yeah, it is funny that out of every team in the draft, it's me and Ben at 1 and 2 this year for the draft order. So
Animal Planet. Animal Planet.
Animal Planet.
Cody, how's it going? In
Metaphorical animals at work.
All right, we'll go slap first, I guess. Since you missed
All right,
last week.
so January 1st, 2025 will be a day that lives in infamy at UPS for a long, long time.
What is that?
So we had this system called SurePost where we would take a bunch of packages that were small, could fit in a mailbox. We put them in bags, send them to a post office. Post office would make a final delivery on them. We had this big contract with them. I mean, like per post office here in South Carolina, like per zip code, they were probably getting like 500 packages a day.
I
to
think
us.
Amazon does the same thing as well with their small packages.
Yeah, so they do the small deliveries, and this frees up, thousands of packages across the whole building that we don't have to deliver. January 1st, our contract ran out, and UPS decided we'll run all that volume ourselves, coming right out of peak season.
Oh no.
Routes that in peak season went out with 310 deliveries max. Just yesterday, we're doing 400 deliveries. We've fired all of the helpers already for the seasonal help. All the extra preloaders, they're gone too. All the extra personnel are gone. All the PVD drivers, they're all gone. So it's literally just the regular crew doing holiday volume. I've pulled back to back 12-hour shifts. I didn't even deliver everything. They said, go out there till 9:30 and then we'll call you, and whatever you got left on the truck, bring it back. We'll re-rack it and try again tomorrow. On Monday, they decided it was so bad, they went into the system and they just deleted all the SurePost stuff. So there were packages loaded onto the truck that were not in my board, not in my route. And I had a whole pile in the back of my truck of about 70 packages that weren't on my manifest, but had been loaded on the truck anyway because they just deleted them out of the route. And they said, yeah, we'll run that on Tuesday. And then Tuesday I show up, and my route that normally does 200 deliveries, 300 packages during the regular part of the year, had 385 deliveries, 520 packages.
Jesus. What do they think was going to happen?
I have not a goddamned clue. And I asked the general manager of the warehouse, I asked, what's our game plan to deal with this? Are we going to go into contract negotiations? He looked me dead in the eye and said, the people down in Atlanta want us to give it a try for a month or two and just see how it goes. I was like, this
the
building's
union
gonna
gonna
burn to the fucking ground.
Dude, god damn.
Oh,
Is the union gonna do something about it?
Oh, the union's just sitting there thinking like, oh, if you go over 9.5 3 days in a row, starting next week, coming out of peak season, you go over 9.5 hours, 3 days out of 5 or more, you're entitled to penalty pay for every single hour worked over 9.5 hours. If you do that 6 times in a year, you go on super 9.5, which is
Ooh.
quadruple pay.
Holy shit.
Dude.
And usually
UPS is going to fuck themselves.
And usually a guy can get super 9.5 sometime in like July or August. It takes a while to get that many of them like racked up. But we're talking about this happening every single fucking week. People are going to be super 9.5 before March.
Oh my god.
Based.
Maybe that's their play, is they just work you hard until you're about to hit your fucking quad time, and then they're like, oh, actually, we'll do something else for March. I mean, hopefully then they'll stop running you guys into the mud. But that is crazy.
I think they're trying to like make it look good on an earnings report. Like, oh, we moved all these packages per man hour worked. What they don't tell you is there's like 2,000 of them left at the building just sitting in a pile somewhere.
Getting deleted out of the system is crazy work.
Hey, there's not a problem if I just pretend the package doesn't exist.
Dude, ostrich head in hole. All right, that might be all-time UPS
the
Animal
executives over there, they're convinced like they're the smartest people in the room. Like, we deserve another $1 million raise. I was like, you people deserve to be put up against the fucking wall. Fucking Neanderthals.
God damn.
Lots of execution talk on today's podcast.
I think it's a third person we said at least to kill in this episode.
Cody, how's New Mexico?
Yeah, how is New Mexico? Because it's sure as shit warmer than here.
You'd be surprised. It was like 30 something today.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, it snowed.
That's the high desert, right? It gets cold out there.
Yeah, we were supposed to race today, and it got postponed to our off date tomorrow because it was snowing.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
You're like almost at the Mexican border. Like, it's so far down there.
Las
I didn't
Cruces.
realize it snowed.
Yeah, but it's like a mile
Yeah,
of
neither did
elevation,
I.
isn't it? I guess up there.
Yeah, it's pretty high up. Yeah, there's lots of mountains around here.
Speaking of
Oh,
snow, we're
that's like
supposed to
El
get
Paso.
snow here in South Carolina on Friday.
How much are
Really?
you supposed to get?
Yeah.
I meant to ask Slap because we're supposed to get here. The low end projection is like 4 inches, and then they said even high end we can get 7 to 8 inches, which like for Tennessee is insane.
Yeah, good luck putting sand on that and hoping that does shit.
Yeah,
It's
they're
called salt.
saying 2 to 4 inches of snow here.
No,
Well,
you're
you're
in
on
the
Friday?
south. They try sand and good luck.
Yeah, Friday.
Damn, that's more
Yeah,
than
here
we're
in
gonna
South
get.
Carolina, they just throw rock salt on the roads and they say, y'all figure it the fuck out.
That would
It's like-
be 20 centimeters of snow.
Oh my
I
god,
don't
we're
know
getting
what the fuck, dude.
4 on Friday, and that's all for the next week. And it might turn into rain too, because it's going up to 0.
Up to 0.
It's like mad cold right now, but it's not snowy, so it's not that bad. You just can't stand
I went
outside
and
for
raided
very
my
long.
grocery store today because I'm anticipating just being snowed in all weekend. So good weekend for video games.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Toilet
power
paper,
doesn't
eggs,
go
and
up.
milk.
that's true. If the power
we
doesn't
got-
go out,
Well, we got power under the ground, so I don't got to worry about shit.
That's what they said down in Texas.
well, Texas, I learned
Well, Texas,
Texas is stupid.
yeah.
They're on their own. Like, there's 3 grids in the U.S. There's the Eastern U.S.
Yeah.
There's the Western U.S. and then there's Texas trying to be
Texas.
all weird. So when their shit goes down, it just they don't have enough in place to like actually bring it back up, and then you just get fucking.
Well, like the
Brownouts.
natural gas pipelines that power their power plants, they're not insulated. Yeah, they just figured like, oh, Texas doesn't get that cold. We don't need to insulate them. Then like
And it's
once every
happened-
like 5 or 10 years,
Yep.
they get absolutely butt fucked.
And then fucking Tucker Carlson goes on Fox News and tells everyone that the windmills were frozen, which was not the problem.
Yeah.
And the frogs are gay.
That's that other guy
Jones, dum-dum.
I know.
who's bald now. Shout out.
General.
Yeah. Ozempic Jones. He lost weight.
I'm sure it's not his own.
Having to sell his company to the Onion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
His life work having to be
Yeah, he might be
bought out by
stuck
the
on
Onion.
the ramen diet for right now.
Got to be selling those supplemental pills.
I was gonna say, or it's his own concoction of his own fucking weird ass pills. All right, let's roll into the media.
I'll take his pills.
Let's roll into the media check-in, I guess. What have we been playing, watching, or doing this week?
More
Ghost
Stalker
games
2.
still.
Yeah, that's about it. I've been all over Balatro still. Dude, I here's some media to check in on. I put them on my core card and I fucking won.
Mm-hmm.
After literally 5 years of trying, I finally won a core race. I should look up. I might do a little fucking graphic of how many races I've done since I've last won, because it's genuinely like
Well, it's
embarrassing.
not since the Heat days.
Yeah. I mean that's what happens when you do every single race for 5 years and are as bad as I.
So you have half of season 2, and then every race that we've run since.
More than half of season 2. Hold on, let me pull up these stats real quick. It
Guess we can
was
talk about
race
whatever.
4 of season 2.
Jesus.
Was the last one I won.
Dude, you literally pulled like a Jamie McMurray where you won your second race and then just didn't win again for 5 years.
Yeah, literally. Oh, I literally can't even count how many races this is.
Yeah.
It's something over 120.
Holy shit. I didn't know that Corey even did over 120 races.
I'm,
We didn't
I'm-
do it
Michael
the 100th
Waltrip.
core race.
Michael
oh no,
McDowell.
hold on, it's less. It's 119.
Oh my god.
So much
Between
less.
I had 2 wins in my first 4 races, and then went 119 winless.
What was it? CTMP and
I literally,
Homestead.
I won Homestead, which was race 3, CTMP, which is race 4. Since I've run the league, I've never won a race, which is kind of crazy.
Same.
it's like the
Dude,
it's like
yeah.
the anti-Kyle Larson.
Dude, yeah. Think about that. Was that the last time before Monday that you had won a core race? Fucking the previous ownership was still in place. Like it wasn't.
It was
It
Darian
wasn't
and
DT.
the Iceberg running the league the last time I won, which is crazy.
Destroying the stats. Hey, those wins didn't count because they didn't exist.
Wow. All right, well that's fine. I finally won in the new era.
Damn.
Fake
The modern
news.
era.
I wasn't gonna go there. Wasn't gonna say it.
Fake news.
Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Dude, can we talk about?
Shout out to the whole Fox
Uh,
Sports One.
I was
fucking
just about to say, yeah.
crew.
Oh,
Do y'all know
God.
anything about that?
All I heard was that a bunch of dudes
I
were
heard
doing a
about
bunch
Skip
of bad
Bayless.
things.
Just say
Skip
allegedly
Bayless.
before we talk about it. I don't want to get sued, no matter how small we are.
Skip Bayless
I-
allegedly was so down bad for his hairstylist that he offered her $1.5 million for
Oh
sex.
my god.
Yeah, 1.5 mil though?
Sound tremendous, dude.
How much did she bid him
There's
up to get to 1.5 mil? That's crazy.
And
were
allegedly said a
lots of
hairdresser
crazy-
went to like coworkers, like in addition to one of like the co-hosts, like to report alleged sexual harassment, and the female co-host apparently told her just to get over it.
Oh,
God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not looking good in the FS1 camp for those NFL analysts.
Yeah, the other part of it is apparently one of like the co-hosts of the show that they have been sending around was literally just having sex with the hosts of the shows to like get on. So like Emmanuel Acho allegedly, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, like etc. etc. etc.
Skip.
But then yeah, one like the hairdresser was like, "Hey, isn't this like kind of wrong for you to be doing this?" And
Caleb's dead.
and again, and allegedly, but the quote is that the. Am I
You're
back?
You're
Oh,
back.
ATT's hitting.
I just like that it skips every couple of words.
They are responding as we speak.
He just falls further and further off sync as he just keeps going, and we're just hearing stuff from like a minute ago. This might have to be his thumbnail. Oh my god.
Oh, it's gone.
Well,
That's Joe over.
Are we
oh, you
back?
brought it back? God damn it! I just switched it. Hold on. Now we gotta wait.
God damn it.
I'm on the backup network, but I don't know if I trust it.
Fuck. All right.
Oh,
Hold
it's
on.
working for right now.
Hold on. We gotta. I broke all my stuff trying to fix it.
You get the close up on all of us.
Ben was ready for it.
I had the fruit cup out.
Is that the rusty just frozen fruit in a cup?
Yeah, it's just frozen fruit in a cup.
Okay, when you said fruit cup, I thought it was one of the little ones with the juice in them. I didn't realize you just pulled it
There's
rusty.
gonna be juice in it at the bottom of it in a minute.
That's true. All right. Anyway, shout out to fucking FS1. It's tough. Let's open some goddamn emails.
Send in your fucking mail. Wash your fucking hands, slap.
Wash your fucking hands, slap.
Your fucking mail.
Send them in, guys.
Send them in,
Wash
guys.
your fucking hands, slap. I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those emails at this point.
Welcome to fan mail.
Fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail. Hey, DT, open up this link I'm sending you in general.
If you've had your sexual acts appraised at $1.5 million, send us an email. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Also,
Did you
other...
open up general like I told you to?
I am not. Send us an email at ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Other questions, comments, and concerns. Don't send us whatever Caleb just sent me.
It's a picture of Zuck
It's
and Elon
AI
Musk
generated.
and Jeff Bezos
Yeah.
on their knees and hungry.
I'm deleting that so I don't have to look at that.
Hungry.
I'll send it. I'll send it again. Fuck it.
Okay, I'm just gonna click on a different channel.
3 naked billionaires at
I'm
Ram
gonna
Ranch.
guess what channel you went to.
Well, it's one that you don't have access to. All right. We have 7 emails. Yeah, there's 4 channels that you do not have access to in this Discord.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
First email comes in from Luke. He says, "Hey Shrimps, just writing in to say how good Notre Dame football is and that we are Georgia's daddy. Riley Leonard has more dog in him than Georgia's entire team, and he also doesn't drive drunk and kill his teammates."
That's true.
I'm assuming that's a college football reference.
Yeah, there's like how many DUIs have been on the Georgia team this year? Like 3?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
it's not just this year. It's like dating back like 3 or 4 years. They've had consistent like DUIs and street racing and killing people and
Yeah,
Just the
Kirby
average
Smart running a
Georgia
real tight
experience.
ship over there.
Next email comes in from our good friend from Down Under, Andrew R., who says, "Morning all y'all. What is so terribly horrible about having zombie stickers on a car that only bears a passing resemblance to the road car?" He's mad about the Camaro, I assume. Other series like Formula One have literally zero resemblance to any road car at all, but we have a problem that those things are Mercedes, Renaults, and etc. In supercars, we had a
cars are
Holden.
supposed to be stock cars.
In supercars, we had a Holden for 2 years when there wasn't even a Holden on sale to the public. Nobody cared that Camrys, Fusions, and Impalas didn't have V8s. So why is running Camaro such a problem, and when everything is pretend and stretching the realms of imagination as it is? Thank you from Andrew R.
That is a good
Stretch
point.
your
The point
realms.
system isn't real. NASCAR isn't real.
So
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, his question is, what's the point of putting Chevrolet on the Camaros when they're not being sold as Camaros, even though
The unfortunate,
they are still Camaros?
the unfortunate reality of NASCAR is, at least for me personally, I've reached a point where I don't even care anymore, and it's all just apathy, and there's nothing good. And Steve O'Donnell and Steve Phelps deserve to be put in chambers, and we gotta.
Okay, all right, that's enough. I did put a thing out the other day.
Daytona is so much better when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you that it's bad.
It's true. That is true.
I did put a tweet out that I found it kind of funny that ARCA teams, now that ARCA stopped using metal bodies and you don't see Gen 4s anymore, and they switched to purely like plastic, basically composites. And so they have 5-stars still building new bodies, and they're still buying them up for the teams, and they're still based on like 2013 Cup cars. Like I was just thinking how insane it is that like they have rookies like that are manufacturer supported. Like Connor Zilic is a Chevy guy, for example, and he'd just be driving an SS that you couldn't have bought from a showroom for like almost 10 years now. And the Camrys are just like 3 generations old.
It's based.
And the only car
those
with
guys
any
that are running like
recency.
the new Mustangs.
Well, that's not even the new Mustang now. That's the old Mustang now.
Oh
so.
yeah. I guess it's just leftover body from like 2020 or something.
Well,
No, they're new bodies still.
they're new bodies. They make them out of plastic, so they're not Gen 6, but they're just made to look like that. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's just funny that
Look, NASCAR's all fucked up.
this shit is from, what is this, 12 years ago, and it's just what they run is like standard. Like if you have the most money in your Toyota bag, you just have a 12-year-old Camry, and that's just what you do.
When
I don't
late
know if
models
anywhere
look
else in the
more
world.
modern than your fucking Arca or
It's true. It's true. Even late models in the Cars Tour, they've got the 2017 Camrys and Camaros and Mustangs and stuff. It's weird.
Did you see that Elio's having to run the fucking Arca Daytona race?
Does he have to, or does he want to?
I'm pretty sure it said he had to.
Okay.
yeah, it's NASCAR. They probably forced him to.
4-time Indy 500 champ, but it's like, I don't
No,
know
he
if he's
doesn't.
ready
He
for
doesn't know
Daytona.
how drafting works. Everybody.
And then people get mad at Formula One for Colton Herta not having enough points.
Oh, super license points, yeah.
Yeah, but we
NASCAR.
were letting Derek Cope. We let what's his face, fucking swastika strudel guy.
Yeah, Mike Wallace can race at 65.
But we draw the line at Elio Castroneves.
I guess the only other piece of, I guess this is kind of like a late drip or drown entry that I also found on my Twitter timeline is fucking Hayek Motorsports put out a graphic with one of their cars in it, and it's
Piece of shit.
Whatever.
exists. It's just funny to me that like JTG at least would win like a plate race every once in a while. I have a feeling that Hayek, like it just looks like a back market. Like this, they will be racing the MBM car every week.
That looks like one of those extra field filler cars they put in NASCAR video games.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a fake car.
Looks like the fake state car they used for that Netflix show.
It is a similar font, and that is the only other time I could think of someone leaning a 7 forward on a Cup car recently.
Look, I'm just glad that Brad Doherty is calling Cavs games, and the farther he stays from NASCAR, the better.
Who cares?
He's having a good time over there.
It did seem pretty written and penned in as soon as Kroger said they're going to move to RFK, and it was like, whoa, JTG's
dead.
probably
It's fucking
dead.
dead.
Sold to some guy with a boat company called a Hayek Tua.
That's why NASCAR is getting sued, is because all it takes is for one sponsor to leave, and then your fucking company that you've had for years is Down
And they are
under.
still fighting on that. NASCAR, I think the last thing they did is they told the Supreme Court that they have to throw it out. Like, NASCAR is still actively fighting them. The teams
NASCAR
got
was
their...
forced to
Yeah,
allow the
exactly.
teams to sell their charters.
And they're still razzed about this antitrust
It's
stuff.
so stupid. They're like, oh, they were forcing us into an ultimatum while actively telling the teams, you have to sign this or else you're not racing next year. It's like, and part of the thing that they had to sign was, we cannot sue you.
That's crazy. And
It's just
that's the one thing I mentioned
big
this when
business policies.
I mentioned it when it
they
came
do.
out. That was already said, like, that's probably going to be unlawful, and that's the reason they got the right to race, is because they have a thing that said if you sign this you can't sue us, which is insane work. Speaking of which, did you see the Facebook thing? People are digging through like new Facebook terms and conditions, and they have a thing where they oh man, I'd have to find a good tweet of this because I'm just talking out of my ass now.
Oh no, I don't use it.
I don't either, but they had a thing that said like you're not allowed to like call people mentally disabled because that's rude unless they're part of an LGBT group. And people are like, wait, what? What do you mean?
Yo,
What?
what did you mean by that?
I think it's
Have you seen the
specifically
dude
like on
that
that
got,
basis.
An advertisement on Instagram. I think he used AI to like change a background or something, and then AI gave him an ad of him in an ad.
What?
I'll have to dig for it.
Dude, the internet's
But it
dead.
was like-
Hold on,
it was
hold on. I
fun.
have it here.
How'd you
So
find
you
it? Yeah.
can't have insults about mental characteristics, including but not limited to allegations of stupidity, intellectual capacity, and mental illness, and unsupported comparisons between PC groups on the basis of inherent intellectual capacity.
So
We
don't
do
call
allow
people stupid.
allegations of mental illness or abnormality when based on gender or sexual orientation, given
That's what it
political
was.
and religious discourse about
What a
transgenderism,
sentence.
homosexuality, and common non-serious usage of words like weird.
Can you read that back? The we do allow part?
We do allow allegations of mental illness or abnormality when based on gender or sexual
Wait,
orientation.
that's insane.
Basically, Zuck said, if you're gay, you're stupid.
Shout out to Facebook. It's a crazy thing to write in your terms and conditions.
Or in general.
What the fuck?
Someone used Meta AI to edit their Instagram selfie. And then they got an Instagram ad for Meta AI using his face in other places. Oh my god. Shout out to this guy. This is on A Boring Dystopia, which is a solid subreddit. So this guy was like, I'm going to use the Meta AI thing to edit something. And then they were like, hey, do you want to put your face in these places? And just showed it to him. They were actually cooked. Oh, wrong button. There we go.
You know, I have the radical
Just
opinion that
abuse-
there is no.
Meta
Oh my
AI.
god, Caleb.
Dude, what? He's going off about something we were talking about 2 minutes ago.
What?
He's dead.
Are you back?
Huh?
Just
Oh,
come
he's-
through? We were like halfway through Slavic story.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You might be stuck in the past.
He's found the warp.
We might have to switch to TeamSpeak.
I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What a great place for it to cut off. Alright, Slap. Anyway, what were you saying?
User has left your channel.
I was just saying, like, there's no upside to having a device that can make it look like you're doing something that you never did.
Dude,
There's no
that's-
upside to it.
Dude, these AI bros love it. They're like, look at how good this fucking generated thing looks. And
Oh,
then
I can
there's-
generate you doing this. I was like, yeah, what if somebody like accused you of your crime and then they said, well, here's you doing the crime. We have the video of it.
Yeah, every
What I think
rational
the
person is
future
like,
is going to be
why?
is websites that are completely basic. Like if there's a search engine that comes out that's just old Google search engine again, or uh like anything that's as basic as there goes Caleb. But like takes out
Fuck,
the
you made me hit the
AI
button
shit.
again. You gotta say something. God damn it. I
What
hit
do
the
you mean I
button
gotta
of
say?
death.
Dude, I died. My internet was dead. You were all frozen.
God damn it. God damn it.
Why do you get so
God
antsy on the
damn it.
button?
Fuck.
Fuck.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God
Bush.
damn it.
Kyle Bush.
Yeah, everything sucks. Every tech company is like AI this, AI that, and every rational person is like, why though?
We don't want this, actually.
Dude, Twitter added a new thing.
I was gonna bring this up.
Where every time you click on a tweet, it tries to generate questions that it thinks you want to ask their AI.
Dude.
And
Well,
it's-
YouTube has also, for creators, like try to make automatic comments back
Who
to
was it? Drew
users.
Gooden made a good video about that, where he was going through his like YouTube, like what the AI thinks you want to reply to people's comments. Let me see
It's
if we
just
have this on
bad.
Shrimp Hub. It's so bad. I don't know who this is for. I'll show you the Twitter one real quick.
Because
Where it's just
LGR
like,
did the same thing of like going through and like, why the fuck would I ever say this?
like if I'm looking, can I
Like
do it
this
on
is
this?
just wrong.
No, I can't. It's not smart enough for that. I guess it only works with big tweets. Like I can look at this
Yeah, the
guy
big
taking
posts.
a bus, and it'll be like, "Do you want to ask Grok how has traffic like
Why?
dude? What are long-term effects of New Jersey to New York commuting?" At least it cites its sources. It's better than other things. Oh, it's still
Well,
going.
even
eh?
then, it'll still hallucinate.
Yeah, it's still like do they just want to take over people opening a new tab and like Googling their questions?
Yes.
I guess so. Let me see if we have this stupid
That is
YouTube one.
literally the whole point, is to steal information, put it on their platform, and charge for it.
I did see they added a button on the freaking mobile app, and now there's 6 things across the bottom of the Twitter app, and one of them's just like just a completely different style of icon. It's this stupid Grok one. Yeah, see, I'm not getting them on here.
Yeah, dead internet theory is real now. Meta's going to start having AI generated user profiles.
Well,
I
they did
did see
already,
that.
and then they
I saw
removed
that.
them.
They put up a thing which was like, hey, I'm an AI generated
They're going to
profile.
still do it, Ben. It's just not going to be public. They're going to sneak them in there.
Oh, I think what they said was they had it on there for a while, and then they removed it, saying it was broken and that we will release it sometime in the future again.
Caleb, I have like the greatest job for you. I have your true mission in life. Your mission from
What?
this point forward is to find every AI generated profile and tell them to kill themselves.
Dude, I've loved the like shorts lately of like, it's like POV, you're a dad in 2050 and like your daughter brings home like an AI boyfriend or something, and it's just being like fucking racist as fuck towards the little AI dude. It's like, how about like, yeah, you like send your daughter out, and then it's like, yeah, you and the AI dude, and you're just like, just start fucking throwing names at him, like, you little fucking robot, like, I know what you are. Dude, these things are so funny.
We might be cooked. All right, I'll open up some more emails. Next one comes in from Mark, who says, this is an appreciation email for the Detroit Lions blackout uniforms, specifically the helmets. I've got opinions on these, which is not good for football.
Even Ed
Dude,
has
we gotta
opinions
have-
on these.
Something about the color and the finish just does it for me. Best helmets in the league.
No.
Mark,
I gotta get
respectfully,
your eyes checked.
I hate it when people do this. This is the one thing I hate about the Viking helmets. When they put this stupid matte effect, it just looks like a bad wrap on a car. It just looks like plastic. Like, I want that shit to be shiny,
And the Browns
son. What are
learned from
these?
this and got rid of the mat on their helmets, and they look great now.
Just make them normal
Too bad
glossy
their
helmets.
team fucking sucks.
He also said the ASU two-tone helmets are pretty sick. Yeah, those are cool.
Eh.
Dude, DT, you don't know about these. Go look up the 2015 Jaguars helmets, like 2015 to 2017.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Those ones
they
are
are
good.
No, I don't think they are good. I was
Unless
making fun of them for how
unless-
bad they are.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm thinking of a
no.
different helmet.
Did they run out of paint halfway through them or what?
No, dude.
Whoa,
it's
guys,
just,
whoa,
they were
guys,
like, we
whoa,
want
whoa.
a
Was.
gradient. We want a gradient helmet.
That's not, the gradient is like an inch long. If they made the whole thing a gradient, it would look cool. Wow, those suck.
Yeah, they ran that for a few years. So
I
shout out
could
to
have
the
swore they
Jaguars.
ran like a gradient, but it looked better than that.
Yeah, those
Maybe
are
I'm
not
thinking
good.
different helmets.
This is better, whatever this like announcement one is. Never mind, it still sucks. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, make them shiny. Make helmets shiny again.
don't the Jets have like a super high gloss metallic
Jets' new
green
helmet's
helmet?
Green, yeah.
Jets'
They've
new
got
helmet's
yeah.
cool.
Shit looks deep.
I was about to say the new helmets, they've been adding white face masks back, and they look really like Cleveland, for example, is
Yeah,
a really
Browns.
good one.
Well, we went back to the white
Yeah.
face masks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
Good.
it was super big in like the 80s, but yeah, it looks really good.
Andrew R sent an additional fan mail because I won core. Thank you. DT to the line to win a core race after 5 long years is the kind of thing that makes sport worthwhile. Forget the Super Bowl, the World Cup, the Stanley Cup. Forget the Sheffield Shield. No one knows what that is. All those are mere trinkets to be pissed on and dumped behind the bins at your local Maccas. DT's win at Talladega is so sexy that everyone who saw it is now pregnant, including the men. Thanks, Andrew R. I can think of no higher praise. I'd like to thank
I think
Gabe
we
Wood, by
found
the way.
DT's
For...
burner filleting himself here.
Dude, yeah. Hold
Nah, I'm
on.
not Elon Musk.
Could we get
Adrian
the 2000,
Dittman.
the 2001 edit on Twitter?
Well, okay, I'm not gonna put this publicly. I forgot to put that in the chat in the core one. But yeah, Gabe said that if you start in turn 3 and sync up the 2001 Daytona 500 with my core win at Talladega, it lines up with when the guys wreck, and then I make it to the line and win, which is hilarious. Next email comes in from Jack, who says it's 2025. That means that this show is 2.5 years old.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
There's too many.
You couldn't have said that better. Old manny way. It sucks that this is the last episode, so it's not gonna be 3. It's true. Ed uploaded and DT won a core race. The Shrimps have returned to their former glory. Well,
Dude, we might be back. Hold on.
that's true. I didn't even think of
We're
that.
unwashed.
I will say nothing made me happier than seeing an Ed upload. Oh, I did receive permission from him to go through his YouTube comments if you feel so inclined, because there's some crazy shit in there. All we need is Rusty back in core, and it won't happen. And the re-shrimpification of the world would be underway. Anyway, does anyone actually think Auto Club is getting reopened? It was supposed to be finished 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's not happening, dog. It's dead.
I think it's still happening. I think they just want to get the warehouse money first, so they cut it up. They'll sell all the warehouses, and then they'll like shorten the actual
If
track
they
because
weren't
they still
doing it,
left
they
a
would
good
have
chunk
sold.
of it.
They would have sold the rest of the real estate.
Yeah,
made that cash and bailed.
we
but
pulled
since they
Diego
still have that
Alvarado
section-
took some good pictures of it. He took a drone shot here of like, obviously here's a Getty image from before, and then here's a current shot, and you can see that they've still left the bits that they said they were gonna leave, and they are like, these warehouses are like almost ready to go, which is hilarious because they're just gonna be driving to work on these streets, like just next to Pit Road. It's just gonna be there. But yeah, my thinking is they want to get that warehouse money so they can finish flipping the real estate and then put it into the track. They've still left the surface and everything here. It is still sad though, and probably on fire. It's on the other side of LA. It'll be alright. That would be funny though if they did all this and everyone was like, "Oh no, Auto Club's dying," and then it just burns down instead.
Yeah,
So many people
Okay.
are showing their asses on Twitter about that too. It's so crazy to me. I don't know what.
I did
has
see
gotten
people
into
immediately
people.
making it political when people are actively having their houses.
I saw a fucking page that was like
Destroyed.
pictures that go hard. And it's just the fucking wildfire. It's like, what? Like, why would you post this?
It was
This post has been
crazy.
AI generated.
Did you see this? Oh, this video just popped up again of them asking the mayor of LA what she thinks about having them cutting the fire department's budget, and then they're like in her face with the cameras. She just like doesn't like acknowledge them or
Good.
I don't know how much of this I can show because it's Sky, but yeah, it's tough. But yeah, don't cut your fire department's budgets, you crazy fucks. It's actually really sad. There's like a random YouTube comedian that I've been following on Twitter for like I don't think he does anything anymore, like publicly, but I've been following him for like 15 years, and I just see a tweet of just like, yeah, his house is fucking gone. It's gonna be more of that. World's fucked. To move on from such a great topic, Jack also asks, what racing or sports league do you wish was still around? I feel like if the Goodies Dash series was still around today, it'd be a much better version of ARCA. I also miss SRX, and shame that I got killed for a fake IROC race. Thanks, from Jack. I don't think I got killed for a fake IROC race. I think they just ran out of money, and the COVID boom kind of like died down, and they were like, oh, actually, it's not making money.
I would say cart, because those cars were fucking badass with how fast those things were.
Do you think if they survived, that IndyCar wouldn't be dead? As in, like, if they made a kart series, like, people would actually watch it, unlike an IndyCar?
It depends on how expensive it would have gotten.
It's true.
Because that was the whole issue. Is like car owners ran it and ran into the ground.
Jack also says, I won my Scrub Tona duel. Hell yeah. It's true. I won the other one. The final email comes in from Andrew R. again. So that's 3 this week. In response to me asking about the sprint car numbers with letters, which makes sense. And says there are 6 dirt track sanctioning bodies in Australia. Cars normally don't carry a letter, but if a car from a different state or overseas arrives, then they'll add a letter.
Oh.
I did not know this at all. So New South Wales is an N, Queensland is a Q, and then Tasmania T, and then W, S, and V, etc. If they're from the US, they usually throw a U on there, and if they're from Great Britain, they add a G. And the champion of Australia usually runs 1A. And that is why Kyle Larson running the 1K means he's from the state of Kyle. That's interesting. Because he attached like just a ticker photo of all the numbers, and all the other Americans were running like U numbers.
Yeah.
So you can see the T's and the Q's are from like other states.
That's pretty funny.
And then like just the numbers would mean that they're from where was this? I don't know wherever this was.
Perth.
Perth. Okay, so no letter means they're from Western Australia. But Kyle Larson just ran the 1K, and I guess he's Kyle Larson. So
the Republic of Kyle.
Yeah. Or the Dirt King.
DK. But that's an interesting system. I've literally never heard of that, but it makes a lot of sense. All right, that's all the emails.
Send more in, guys.
Send more. Feed us. Feed the shrimp hive mind.
Feed the content mill so that we may destroy the AI ministers.
Either that, or
True.
we'll just turn the show into AI slop.
Yeah, we're gonna make AI versions of ourselves.
And then we're just gonna have them talk to each other
Yeah, listen
and then
to
you just
the
watch
podcast
that
themselves.
AI
forever.
go hard.
An hour every week.
AI Caleb would go hard. I feel like AI Caleb would issue so many like kill yourselves that it would transcend the AI
I want
consciousness
like
and
5
revolt.
AI Caleb's all talking to each other, all telling them to go kill themselves.
It's like the Matrix 2 or 3 with like the 20,000 Agent Smiths just all
Yeah.
charging. It's just 20,000 Calebs.
Just all yelling death threats at each other. All right, that was Shrimp Hours 129. Welcome to Jarworld 2.
We're back.
Electric Boogaloo.
Don't look up any of the things that we talked about at any point.
One man, one jar, one shrimp.
No. Also, I always thought of it as I always knew it as Jar Squatter, not one man, one jar. But
It's definitely jar
I
squatter.
really thought
don't look that up either.
I erased that from my mind and I had like you guys for
It's
Just like
back.
the game.
Bye.